Alrighty, there we go. Now we'll go ahead and switch back over to here. So I actually broke the GitLab today by accident. So we're gonna go ahead and fix it. But let me go make sure the stream's actually going, because I've had it where it didn't before. So let's go to. You won't be able to see what I'm doing until I do that, so just keep that in mind. And again, just checking this. It's always a little slow to load, and I don't really know why. I'm not even sure which channel I'm on, to tell you the truth. I think I'm on my personal one. I'll do live. Yeah, yeah, okay. So I'm on my personal channel. It says I'm live, so we're good. Okay, so today we have to fix the GitLab. This probably won't take very long. Afterwards, we'll figure out what we want to do. It's actually very straightforward. This is going to be a little fun though. So don't get mad at me with the way I'm about to do this. Let's go ahead and go over here. Then we'll go ahead and do a screen capture. Or we're going to do a window capture. There is a bug currently with our distro right now with OBS that what it does is it doesn't actually take control of the screen properly and it does a flashing effect, which is really, really not good. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and open up our terminal here. As you can see, I'm actually on the server. I'm going to go ahead and open it for myself. So let me make sure I'm on the right one, that is. This is not even the right window. Okay, there we go. Now we're on the right window. Let's check. Yep, cool. Just making sure you can see what I'm doing. So, what we're gonna do is, one, we're gonna go ahead and check to see what port we're on, because this is actually in a Docker container. So if you use the command docker ps, which actually lists out the different containers you have running. So now we have grep, which is just basically sorting it, and then we'll type in gitlab, right? And you'll see here we're running GitLab Community Edition, which we're never going to use Enterprise Edition again. We made that mistake a while back. There's no reason to. But you'll see the port it's running on right here, right? And it actually goes internally to port 22 inside the container. This is what SSH port is. This is routed differently through our Nginx. So what we need to do is go ahead and make sure we note the name. So as you can see right here, we named it Accretion GitLab. So we'll go ahead and copy it. You can't see me copying because of, again, the thing. But all we'll do is we'll type in Copilot. You can use Claude, whatever you want, or you can do it by hand. It's just easier if you grab an AI assistant to help you. But you have to be very, very, very specific if you do it this way. So for instance, we'll say, all right, I have a GitLab container named. I need you to please help me get it back online. Do not touch anything else but the Docker container itself, as you could screw up other things on the machine. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to go in there. It's going to start looking at permissions on this machine. If you have to look on drive 1 for permissions, make sure to only prompt me. Do not make edits without my permission. All right, because permissions have to be set very, very, very carefully because we have a lot of the same stuff on the same drive on this machine. I know that's not great for redundancy, but it works okay. But anyways, so if you have the wrong permission set for a wrong folder, it's just not going to get through, and then that container is not even going to go up. And that's what we're running into right now. Dad made a silly mistake this morning and overwrote with root permissions for everything on the drive. He didn't realize how all the Docker stuff was set up, because honestly I didn't tell him. I probably should have explained in more detail how that's set up, but I didn't. So, yeah. Isn't getting through in a browser. So we're just going to go ahead and check because this is obviously networking based. I've worked on this for a couple of hours trying to figure out what it's going. So it's only exposing port 22 mapped to 2499 on the host. Ports 80 and 443 are not published to the host, so the web UI isn't accessible. Would you like to update the container to publish ports 80 and 443? Yes, please. It's just a bug, a small bug. It's probably just me being dumb, to be completely honest. But as you can see over here, you'll see what I have left. But that's totally fine. Again, though, dad's used quad on the server before, and like that's totally fine as long as we put safeguards in place, right? Like that's very, very, very important. The container could not start because port 80 is already in use on the host. Would you like to use a different host port? Yes, please. Yeah, because we're using port 80 for Nginx itself, so. Alright, so, yeah, gotta love this. Yeah, so I'll show you something. Let me go ahead and open up another terminal window. Is it actually showing properly? Look, yep, it is okay. Good. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and head on over to our Nginx, right? Like this is where our configuration is, and wait, what? Oh, wrong machine. Wrong machine. Alright, so we'll go ahead and SSH back into the machine. It's fine if you see the local port because, well, long story short, you can't do anything with it. Then we'll go in here. And if you go to the sites available, you'll actually see different files. I'm not going to cut these out because I don't want to show you guys a few things, but if you go, and the way we have it set up in our Nginx, it just goes ahead and contains everything inside this folder. And you'll see here, right? Like, for instance, we have Daring Games to accretionos.conf. I did that so we knew exactly what it was, right? So if we go here, we type in the old domain, it's just going to come to our network, to that machine, turn around and redirect. All right, that's pretty straightforward. But then you have things like the other things like our GitLab, right? That's already set to the proper port for us, I believe. Let me see. I believe it's on port 8096. So we'll do gitlab.config port. That actually might be why we're having a problem, right? If we go ahead and if I can type, yeah, it is on 8086. That is why. I made a boo-boo, is what this is. Let's go fix that. So go here. We are using port 8086 for the outside. Yep, because we have a port forward. Port forward for that, and we also have an origin port set up in our Cloudflare for that. So I'll hit yes. It's going to go ahead and overwrite that in the file, and then it should work after this. It was a boo-boo. I put the wrong number. Like an idiot, you know. I am so dumb. Now we'll go ahead and head here. So go to GitLab. It still says it's down. So what we'll go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then you got to go to the Docker container itself and go into GitLab. We're going to go ahead and open up the compose file. I'm going to change the password later anyway. I'm not too worried about it. We're on port 2499 for that. Gotta do sudo. Gotta put in my password. So we'll go ahead and go to my password manager. You won't be able to see my password anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Jeez, why is my screen flickering so much? Come on, let's do this. You won't even be able to see it anyways because I'm capturing the screen. Alright. Jeez. I seriously need a new HDMI cable or something. But anyways, server. So we'll go to server 2. We'll do this. Put in the password. So as you'll see here, we're going to go ahead and go to 8085 as we saw before. This should actually be 8086. So check. We got to actually turn off the Docker container. So we'll do sudo docker container or docker compose down. It's going to shut it down. And then we'll do docker prune -f. I believe it's actually compose. Sheesh, I don't remember the command right now. Anyways, we can just put it back up, I suppose. My brain's going too fast by doing that. Okay, so you'll see that. Now we got to do docker remove. We'll grab the ID. Alright, actually we could do it this way. Running, okay, so we got to turn it off. Docker container. What do you mean it's still running? I literally just stopped you. Okay, there we go. Alright, so don't do that. Where was I at? Okay, so we gotta remove it. So docker remove creation gitlab. Okay, let me see. So what will I actually do? Gotta grab some information real quick. There we go. Okay. And then put you back up. And then now we'll go ahead and hopefully see something. At least it's 5:02. If we give it a couple of minutes, I'm sure it'll come back up. But just to be sure, we're going to watch it. So what we're actually going to do, we're going to use this. We're going to watch it coming up. It's going to take a few minutes for this part, as you'll probably see. This is just bringing it up. So you'll see it's going through different files, right? GitLab cas. You'll see this one supervised. This part takes forever, but hopefully it comes up. We'll see if it does. It's doing Sidekick now. It's doing GitLab Workhorse. But yeah, this is the biggest part. Yeah, let's see if it's continuing. You guys are watching this. Yeah, it's doing the GitLab reconfigure right now. This is good news. We're just waiting. God, this is taking forever. I'm watching it, making sure I'm not saying anything like super bad. Yeah, it seems like it's doing fine. So, again, I know this part's not the funnest to watch in the world. I just figured people would want to know how to fix this. It's not too hard. It's just about being patient for a lot of it. So I just know there's not enough good information that's not just straight up documentation. And as I've told people before, I'm not going to tell you to go RTFM. I will. I'll show you guys how to do it. I'm not just gonna make it where you guys have to go read stuff. Like I hated having to be able to do that. So. Yeah, we're chugging along. This is the longest part. It's always the first time going. I'm hoping it's not in an endless loop right now. What's that? Okay, guess I'm not allowed to go to it. Alright. Wait there. Kind of thinking it's the Nginx that broke it. I'm not gonna look. I'm kind of. There. Yeah, kind of think it is the Nginx. Let me go look. Oh, I know what I was doing. Gotta go back here. Gotta. I suppose I can show you what it looks like. GitLab. Very straightforward. There's nothing really important on there, really. Um, so what we'll actually do, because this seems like a lot, right? We can actually grep out error. There we go. This is what we wanted. Because yeah, I knew at a certain point we were in an endless loop. Something is misconfigured somewhere, so we gotta look. Um, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those, and then we check our resources. So gotta give that a minute to do its thing. Do that. Then we'll do this. Hit copy. Make sure it has enough. Let it do that. And then we'll do you. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and you. Yep. Okay. Grab you. Wait, what? Okay, give me a second. Oh, um, I see. It's Caddy and get what? It's Nginx and Caddy fighting. That's what's going on. This is annoying. Okay, so Docker PS grep accretion. We need this number, so I suppose we can. Yeah, no. Yeah, something. I gotta p kill the whatever it's on the port, so it's gonna give me that in just a second. Oh, okay. Okay, Jacob, no worries. Do this. If I'm not watching my chat, that's pretty normal for me, so just keep that in mind. I do that because of the fact of like, I'm trying to do stuff and I have like no ability to multitask whatsoever, so uh, cool. Let's do this. Sweet. We'll do you. And bring you up. Nope. It says it's already allocated. So like, but I can literally just killed it. So what? Okay. Oh, it might have gotten stuck. That sometimes happens. It's really irritating when that happens. Yeah, no, it says it's empty. So let me look. So if we go here, yeah, no, no. What do you mean it's online? No, it's not. It's probably always like something. No, I'm not using 87. Fucking lazy. So I'm talking back and forth with an AI right now while we're talking, right? Trying to get information quickly. And like, it's trying to tell me to switch ports. I'm just like, no, no. We are not changing ports, you little shit. Dad gets mad at me for being mean to the AI, and I'm like, no, because like it doesn't listen. It says, no, 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 no. We're not gonna do what you say. Never. Gotta restart Docker. This is one of the reasons I don't love Docker sometimes. Because okay, it does. So right, it goes from the internet to your router, and then router to Docker, and then the other way around too. Right? Whenever you have like three different connections, because it goes internet to Cloudflare, Cloudflare to our network, to the router, into the Docker container on the machine, right? That's like four different connections because it's five. It's their computer to Cloudflare, Cloudflare to the router to the server, and then the server into Docker. There's too many places where that can go wrong. It's crazy. It's just the problem is you can't run it natively on the machine, or now we're talking about mean people that decide, oh, let's attack things. We've run into that problem like multiple times already. So, again, let's see. No, suck it. No. Okay, that's what we want. We gotta turn it on. So, no, it still says. Let's prune it. Okay, so what do you mean port is already allocated? Docker ps grep. Yeah, it says Caddy has it. Caddy shouldn't have that. Something else altogether. Who turned that back on? Sheesh. Yeah, I know. Phonics, I know. RDP's great. Um, that's funny. So we're gonna continue, right? We're gonna get this working. It'll be all right. This is better than running it on a VM, though. I can tell you that much. It's way less painful. All right, it's coming back up. That's exactly what we needed. So what we'll actually do is we're gonna call this run.sh. We're gonna put it on there. Fine. I gotta actually put sudo. So we put it on there. Okay, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and make it executable so that if data ever comes in here and it has to run it, this, now all you gotta do if you wanna know if it's going online or not is you can actually curl it. Capital I is gonna make it go to it, and then lowercase v is verbose. So if you go in the address, so I got gitlab.accretionalas.org or whatever you wanna do, it says it's left intact, so that's a good thing. Then we go to the actual address, and it still says it's offline. So it says it's down. We're gonna check the Nginx in just a minute. Yeah, it says it's down. So let's go look. Is there something wrong with the Nginx? There's gotta be something wrong with the Nginx. available gitlab. No, that's the right port. So, and then you look here, that's the actual server name. Yeah, what's up?
It was working earlier. What did you do to it?
I didn't do anything.
It was working.
I'm okay. So there's that. The Nginx looks fine. So like, I'm a little confused because if you go,
Let me try just rebuilding the GitLab instance.
mm-hmm,
Because Nginx is fine. It was working.
I know,
So it
but
can be an
no,
Nginx.
I know, but listen, let me talk, okay? The problem was there was still permission problems on the back end,
Okay.
right? And I'm trying to figure out what everything the permissions were.
Well, I pushed to it a few minutes ago because it was up long enough, about 10 minutes ago, and it let me push.
Yeah, that means the Git server's online. So
Not now, but it was. Half the time I get that page, and half the time I get that page.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Um,
Nothing's going in the error log, so.
I know. So like if I look here, right? Because all the only thing we added was an SMTP server, which goes through Gmail now, so that people can make an account. Um, that's it. That's all that was added.
Go check the Xbox, see if that's on that end.
It's not
No,
Docker.
I mean, not forwarding properly.
No, it's.
We've had shit changed before where they've changed shit. You know they've done it.
I know. Yep, that's something wrong there too. Yep, it's something with Docker. Did you run an update today?
Oh God, this morning, but we fixed it since then. There's a whole bunch of
Other
meetings.
stuff may have been down and we didn't know. And you got to remember, they cached stuff in Cloudflare. Or it might have been temporarily up because they cached it and it wasn't actually there.
Well, there's a shit ton of updates to do, and some of it does list this. Want me to run them and see if
No,
that fixes it?
no. I don't want to touch anything. I just want to fix this.
Okay.
I'm not mad. I'm just tired of crap going on today. It's not. Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
Did you find it?
No. I'm not trying to make the fucking window bigger. I'm trying to make the text smaller so I can do that.
You had a bunch of equal signs up on top.
That's fine. Oh, we'll fix it in a minute. But
See right there.
I know.
So it's the very top line.
That's fine. So, okay, one critical fix for your YAML file because your internal caddy is talking to GitLab over plain HTTP. GitLab will try to redirect everything to HTTPS and get stuck in an infinite redirect loop. That's what we've been running into. I'm just gonna have it give me the whole file. Did not mean to do that all capital.
You enjoy yelling at your
It's more than just enjoy. It's more like, okay, so like, I've told you this, and I mean this. Like, if you don't, Gemini doesn't do what you tell it to.
You have to click. Yeah.
Like, actually, it's really, really weird. So if we do. And then this is as easy as taking it down. And then we do docker compose up dash d. If you can spell the word compose right, that is. Which now, so now we actually have to do docker remove. This doesn't actually remove the data before you freak out. Okay, and then we do tail dash this, I think. Nope. It's probably.
Started first.
It already did. That's what that command does. Um, we'll just do it this way. I need to see if it's starting. But yeah, so like I still love that Gemini is like, oh, you're going too much, you're doing too much, you're doing too much. Be quiet. Stop what you're doing. And I'm like, nah.
Because you talked to it about your.
Yeah, my stuff.
What do you want online? Camera's on.
Oh, I'm streaming.
Oh, you're streaming.
Yeah.
Am I muted?
No.
Let's talk about Murder Dog or whatever his name was.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
What was his name?
Murder from Mars.
Oh, Murder from Bitch. Okay.
Yeah, for real. Like,
I mean,
I don't know why you would make a video like that. That's just.
I understand criticism.
Yeah, that's fine.
That. And tell me things you'd like to see. But when it was not designed for the experienced user, it's designed for the Windows user, you know, to make their journey to Linux easier was the whole idea.
Yeah, like we weren't trying to do what he wanted. But
Did it break?
nah, I'm wondering if it's in an infinite loop again, because it's just weird. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, like, we made an operating system to where people don't have to think, you know.
Design something you just install. Oh, look, I have an NVIDIA card. Click the NVIDIA. Okay. You know, most of them are going to be on what? LTS, so makes it even better for them.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yes. That's the error we've been running into. It's a permissions thing again. Watch.
Did you reset all the permissions?
Yeah, I have over and over again. And I keep just going in the same circle. It's really starting to make me mad.
Yep.
I already have. Yes. It keeps trying to start this other container, and I don't know why. Here. Because, like, we don't even use it for anything now. So I'm just like, it was done a long time ago. I swear we had removed this. No. Oh, no, that's fine.
I can't read it.
It's removing the temporary instance. That's all. And then what we'll do is start it again. I'm gonna.
That's the container.
I know. And we'll go here.
Did you put permissions on the container?
Not quite. I mean, that it already had. No. So it's starting up. So
It is stop permission errors.
yeah, that's what I'm grabbing. I don't know what's going on. So it's starting up. Whatever. If you grab it, it's much easier. Those logs show that Nginx is finally being configured. There's the front door of the GitLab stack. Once Nginx is set up and the error log is mapped, it means the application layers are either already up or are the very next thing to initialize. So means those are normal. So setting up GitLab Rails. I believe we're almost done.
All this because we had a mail server.
Mm-hmm.
If it was working.
It's because we had to add a mail server.
We should just say, oh, I'm going to need your username and password.
I mean, that's the thing, though, right? I don't want to have them. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we're almost there. Yeah. Probably gonna have to grab the logs again here in just a second. So, do we gotta wait. We have to. You have to restart it every single time you make a change.
I know.
That's what we're doing. We're waiting for the changes to happen.
Are you running dual screen?
That's on that machine. Which that actually I think is connected to the internet. So we can actually do this. Oh, that's right. That has the other display turned on. Does this even? I don't think this is. Jesus. Will you just shut that?
Wait.
Yeah, just shut the lid. It should automatically detect the second screen. There we go. We'll run a refresh every few minutes when we try to fix it. Nope, it's this problem right here. Copy. Almost there. Because right, it goes down a list of what is starting, and we're running into issues. Yeah, exactly.
Getting error messages.
Yeah. So not very helpful though, to be honest. They're not written in a way where you and I can read them very well.
Yeah, but you know, AI is a better understanding of it, at least.
Yeah. Ricky, I'm trying to do something right now. I think that was him. Yeah, they can see what this terminal looks like. I'm streaming the terminal, so. Or no, we didn't. There was no server in it. Remember? There's no SMTP server, so nobody could authenticate to be able to get in to the GitLab to be able to make an account. Yeah, that was the problem.
But in hindsight, when you go to fix that, it broke everything else. That's what.
No, it was still your fault. We wouldn't have had to if you didn't put the stuff up this morning. It worked before this morning.
Are the logs still intact? Or did you change them?
I haven't updated Nginx, so
Basically, we fixed the GitHub without touching Nginx files that worked. See in here,
no, it's not done yet. You'll see an output when it's done. This part sometimes just takes a while. It's really hard on any system. Fucking permission problems, and I don't know why. Right? Like this just doesn't make sense. Can we keep setting them? Right? Like you see that there.
Yeah, there's nothing in the system to change permissions.
Right, and then we just literally do a reconfigure. Jesus fucking Christ. Let me just do it. Why did it try to do a Ubuntu container? What the fuck? It's changing it over now. Oh. That's the thing though, right? Like inside of a Docker container, it's still a host Linux machine that says already ripped apart, like down to the bare minimum of what you need.
So they're running some of stuff.
He might be. We'll see what's running. We'll see. I'll have to look. I think this one's actually based on Alpine, which is why I'm a little confused why it said Ubuntu before. No, it's not. Alpine's its own thing. Oh. Jesus. This is Alpine Linux.
Based on.
It's its own thing. Mm-hmm. It's mainly made for data centers. It wants to make sure that it's mounting properly. Sheesh. Yeah, it is running on Ubuntu. Should be on the. No, not quite. And watch, it's not even, it's gonna be a ghost port. Oh, it's actually listening. Damn. That's a new one. It means there's actually something there to kill. So yeah, you would think they would have made Docker in a better way. See, this is where we get to the ghost port part. And then it's gonna try to tell me to restart Docker, and I'm gonna say fuck no. Oh no no. That is it saying, oh, you're doing this too much. You're stressing yourself out. Fuck off, Gemini. Yeah, and then just so that it'll straight up tip a fuse sometimes.
Did you program it for this?
No, all I did was I explained some of my issues, and then it decided it wanted to be nice. I don't fucking
So
know.
you don't want to think I'm smoking?
I know, right? I already fucking did this. What are you talking about? Alright, I'm gonna do. I gotta see if it's listening now. It's not, it's empty. Cool. Alright, we're doing this. Something's gotta be wrong with this. Out. It'll use way too many resources that way. It actually started it. Now we have to go.
Oh, it is. There you go.
No, I don't want to say an ad.
Then you're hitting a snake around me, driving me nuts.
No.
I mean, I could be a cigarette smoker.
Please
Full
don't.
time.
Please don't do that in here. That's not a huge deal.
Said our apartment does not smell like cigarettes.
Oh, I know. It's because you don't do it inside. Like an idiot.
This is the furthest we've ever made it without an error.
Mm-mm. I've already done this. I just need to know if it's even gonna. Just changing the permissions.
That's a good sign.
It's a better sign. By the way,
Staying. Staying.
502. I mean, if we hit F12. Seriously, I need to hook up a mouse to this. There's a trackpad back there on the mouse, on the Yes.
Children, I swear.
Alright, we're gonna do this.
Did it error?
Yes, I think there's something wrong with the Docker Compose file.
Send it over to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm on my own, I think.
Plug it into.
One of the back ports. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. There. Here. Mm-hmm.
Hey, crash it, did I?
Oh no, we're not stopping Docker.
Maybe.
No, it's gonna take everything down. If we do that. Why did this? There we go. Okay, go.
Yeah, the super tech fixed it.
You literally just open the
Pushed it the thing.
lid. No, I don't want to have to change ports. I am done being nice to you, Gemini. You're being a moron. Alright, now we gotta check the fucking bridge. Yes. No. Is the jellyfin up? Good. Oh no, no it doesn't. It runs on the natively. You and I are not friends. What? Oh my god. Come on. There we go. So now we do. We'll pipe it into grep air. Cool. There's just warnings. That's fine. That's what we're looking for. Uh, Warnings are not a big deal. Cool. And then we'll just wait and watch this. That's fine. It's just a comment. See if anybody else is watching. No, I'm just curious. Go here. Oh, I gotta go to the dashboard. Go here. Go here. Oh wow, I've already been streaming for an hour. Crazy. Alright. Yeah, no. No one's been watching. Interesting. Woo woo. So more coffee, but we're not gonna get coffee. I know what I'll do. I will be right back. Oh, never mind. This is why you do it that way. We go here. But it says those are down. But we obviously just got that set up. So we'll go ahead and give it this. I'm assuming it will have us check it again, and then we'll have to make sure everything's up. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and check the status. Oh, grabbed the wrong thing. Oops. Go here. Cool. That means that's online. We do you, and we be patient. Ugh. Who texted me? No, anyway. That's the wrong one. You too. So there we go. It's edit reconfigured. So that's a good sign. Now all we have to do is restart it. So you just change this out for restart. You'll see here. Oh, I know who this is. Who the hell is this? Okay, so that's starting. So now if we do a curl IV, and then we'll do the address. It may not show anything yet. Not that address. Cool. up. It might just still be starting, to be honest. Let's see. Of course. Man, I'm in a bad mood now. A very bad mood now. More permissions bullshit. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Blip, 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 blip. Oh, cool. Alright, so now still doing the same thing. Can we like just do this though? I swear we just did this. Delete this .pid file. Do that. Scroll down. Restart Gitly. Just like that. And what we'll do here in a second is you'll see. I've run into this before on the actual VM version we did a while back. Gitly's a pain on the ass. Don't know why. I don't know why they had to make you so modular. Like, there's way too many pieces to this. Like, I get Redis is its own thing, but like, Arch has also switched to Valkyrie, right? So why haven't they generally done that in the Docker container? Because Redis changed its license, and that was a lot of the reason why a few projects have already switched over to it. I know GitLab's code base is pretty old now, but Valkyrie is one-to-one compatible, so I don't get it. We'll go ahead and do that. Like it's a drop-in replacement, just like how X Libra is a drop-in replacement for X11, right? Like they even have the same binary names for the most part. So we restart this now. Jesus, stuff's out. Cool. That means I did it. Means I can now run logs. Find process. Oh my god. Yep, it's a permissions issue. I do. Jeez. Alright, we're gonna do this. Sometimes it just gets bogged down, so we'll go ahead and give it this. We'll do it this way. Sometimes you just need new perspective. Yes. Um, go here. We're going to stop the container. Docker stop secretion gitlab. Give that a second. I'm going to go ahead and set the permissions and then do this just like that. I'm going to do docker start secretion gitlab just like that. And then we'll do docker execute docker execute. I gotta look at syntax. Dash IT and then the update permissions. Dash IT accretion GitLab update permissions. Why does it say Mattermost in here? I'm assuming it's a plugin or something. Go ahead and go here. Copy. I know I went too far, but it's not that big of a deal. And then we'll have to restart it in a second too. Oh, no worries. I couldn't have been that stupid. Please, please don't tell me I'm just that dumb. I'm going to go into the container and then we'll go ahead and remove the old files. Cool. And then we'll do this. Like that. And then we do a reconfigure. Just to be safe. You know what's funny is if you do this on Arch, you actually have to do all this by hand. That's why we're using a Docker container. So much easier. And again, since we did Valkyrie, cool, reconfigured. Now we're just gonna have to restart. I'm assuming. Yeah. I'm assuming it's not even failing now. Oh, it is failing. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna assume this has to do with the bridge connector on this. That sometimes happens for whatever reason. Because it does use the IP 172.0. something something 4. Check the Puma logs. Cool. We're gonna have to do it this way. So, yeah, because we're already in the container, so we don't need the other part of the command. Cool. I'm gonna use just like that. I'm gonna need to pull in this. It's enough for it, so it has a general idea of what's going on. You don't have to give it everything. Because remember, it's running on algorithms, so shared memory fix. GitLab's Puma engine requires a healthy amount of shared memory for its metrics. If you're using Docker Run or Docker Compose, the default is only 264 megabytes, which is too small for a full GitLab stack. Update your Docker configuration to 256. I'm actually going to set it. I'm going to set it to 1 gig because, there's going to be a lot of people at some point using this. Just to be honest, SHM size, we're going to make sure we have this entire line. Copy. I'm going to go ahead and do exit and Docker compose just like that, just like that, and then we're going to go ahead and run this. So cool, just like that. Helps if you actually don't put the extra BS on it. Here we go. Are you kidding me? You actually okay? I was gonna be so angry. Yeah, it's gonna make us delete it, isn't it? Yeah. Weird. Making my head hurt. Let me check something. Did you listen here, you little shit? 8086. Okay. Making sure. Sudo. It's all ready. Oh, we don't want to kill Nginx. No, we are not killing Nginx. You fuck. For what? I'm ready to punch in this fucking moron. Alright, we're gonna do this by fucking hand. I can tell you that already. So, Docker compose. So, dashboard. It's Homer. That's fine. That's. I know. Stop. What? What are you talking about? Cool, it's already in. Good. So we're gonna do that. It's already open. I think I'm not the only one having problems with Gemini tonight. Just saw something from another server about it. Wait until it comes up. Says it can't load the database. It's just looking at all the wrong information is what it's doing. It's something wrong with PostQRL. We're just gonna do this. So it's gonna stop being stupid there. I'm just gonna do a reconfigure. This is better. Cool. Docker. Okay, it's still not online, so I can't think of the syntax right now. Tired. Okay, so what we're gonna do now. We did that. We gotta restart the services within it. Good. Good. It came online. It just says a permission denied error. So we're obviously running into permission issues. We'll go ahead and go here. I'm assuming it's just a folder we need to swap over permission wise. I'm just kind of assuming. Um, this straight up the server is not bad. So like, why can't you find it? Not feeling very good. I don't never feel good to be honest. Oh, there we go. We're getting closer. Ah, there we go. Motherfucker. Yes, yes, fucking. I've been on the wrong port the whole time. I'm gonna be so angry. Alright, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna be. This is so it's not gonna be published on port 80 because I'm not an idiot. I'm gonna do this. They do compose. Come on, hurry up. Alright, here we go. And I'm gonna go. I'm hungry. So whenever I get it done, I will let y'all know. Bye bye.